All right, what's up, everybody? We're back to the weekly walkthrough. That's the Appalachian newspapers weekly walkthrough. We're just basically walking through the schedule. How'd you like that one, Corey? We're just walking. That's so corny. That's terrible. All right. Anyway, this will go from Thursday, January 22nd, all the way to Wednesday, January the 28th. So this is the schedule from Thursday, January 20th. And this does not include Pikeville and the All-A. The girls are playing. We're recording this on a Wednesday. They're playing here in a little bit. This does not include their All-A run because right now we don't know if they're going to win or lose on Wednesday, if they're going to move on or not. We hope they move on. This does not include the Martin County All-A run either. So just a heads up there. We can't predict the future there. And this could change, especially if the weather is going to be what it is this week, what they're giving. I don't know. I hope we don't get any of it. I hope we don't see any of it, but that's just me. Anyway, back to the schedule. Thursday, January 22nd, Belfry at Paintsville. This is girls action. Belfry at Paintsville. East Ridge at Council, Virginia. Shelby Valley's at Jackson City. And McGoffin County is at Pike Central. On the boys' side on Thursday, Belfry at Pike Central in a big 60th District showdown. Friday, January 23rd, Shelby Valley at East Ridge Girls. Floyd Central at Betsy Lane. Jackson City is at Phelps. Perry Central is at Owsley County. And West Side is at Mingo Central. On the boys' side on Friday, Floyd Central at Betsy Lane in a part of a doubleheader. Shelby Valley is at, I'll just spell it out. How about that? Does that sound all right to everybody? They're in Kingsport against KACHEA Co-op, Tennessee. How about that? Anybody who gets confused, I'm sorry. I can't say that. I'm not even attempting. Again, on the boys' side on Friday, Prestonsburg's at Lawrence County. Prairie Central's at Johnson Central. That should be a fun one. Pikeville is at Paintsville. That's always a fun matchup. And Mingo Central or West Side is at Mingo Central. The Kit Clash at Ashland Blazer. Paintsville will be facing Rockcastle County at 1 o'clock. Johnson Central will be facing Rowan County at 2:30. Now, in regular action, you got Belfry at Cabell Midland. Pike Central's at Breathitt County. East Ridge is at Jackson City. And Phelps is at June Buchanan. On the boys' side on Saturday, January 24th, Tug Valley is at Independence. West Carter is at Floyd Central. Prestonsburg is at Lee County. And Pike Central and Phelps in a 60th District matchup. At Phelps, Shelby Valley is at Bryan Station. Tuesday, January 27th, Betsy Lane is at Ashland. This is girls' action. Leslie County is at Hazard. I think that's a big 54th District matchup. And then here's a rivalry game for you. Paintsville and Johnson Central, always a fun game. And then also in girls' action on Tuesday, Lawrence County at Pikeville. On the boys' side on Tuesday, the David School is at Prestonsburg. I didn't even know the David School was still around. East Ridge at Pikeville. McGoffin County at Belfry. Martin County at Shelby Valley. Breathitt County versus Perry Central at Dilse Combs. And then Pike Central is at Johnson Central. Betsy Lane's at Wolfe County. And Tug Valley is at St. Joe's. On Wednesday, January 28th, Belfry is at Johnson Central in girls' action. And Tug Valley is at Lawrence County. I said Lawrence Central. Lawrence County. And then moving on to UPike action, college side of things. UPike men and women will play Saturday at Columbia. Games will start at 2 and 4 in a doubleheader. And that's the weekly roundup for this week. Just stay tuned for highlights on our Facebook. All the games we go to, we usually have some highlights, some interviews. If the game warrants, sometimes if the game gets out of hand, we don't do interviews. We kind of play that by ear, but we usually try to have some highlights, photos. Stay tuned. Keep checking out the News Express. Keep checking out our Facebook, our Twitter, our TikTok. We're real active on social media. Get on there and be active. Tell us what you like, what you don't like, and what you want to see, what you don't want to see. We'll be back next week with another edition of the weekly walkthrough.